Hi Leo, I'm Shara from Charlie's Angel Tarot on YouTube and maybe and Buddayadvies on Facebook. This is your June reading. Well, I won't go through all the spiel, but just for the new people, you can find on my main page, you can find the channels and the recommended channels, and down here you can find the membership button. Please become a member and click on the bell, then you'll be notified when I go live. I go live every day and usually in the morning, but it can change because I do try to adapt for people all around the world, because I'm reading for thousands of people, and we've got a lovely chat room which is called the tea room. If you don't want to be notified, don't click the bell, but please do click the membership button because it will save it in your library. May was really awesome. I've had a lot of reactions and a lot of new members. It's balancing out now in the Dutch and the English speaking people in the chat room. So when you do come to the chat room, I hope you do, then I'll be flipping backwards and forwards in English to Dutch. So that's answered one of your questions, most probably, which language do you speak? In the first week in June, you have the fish, and the fish stand for, basically, the fish stand for luck in business and in work. You can work in groups, but as most of you know, I can see more in the cards, and I try to see more in the cards. The fish also swim in groups, and that's why you can work well in groups. But the fish swim, and to me that means you have to know your boundaries, like a country. If you look at a chart or a map, then you see every country has boundaries by a red line. But the fish in the sea, you don't see that. So the fish don't know their boundaries. So get to know your boundaries and let other people know your boundaries, especially if you are working in groups. You don't want to be the one that's doing the most work. The clarifying card on this card, on the fish, you've got the 8 of staves, and that means you might get cyber news through through the way of satellite, cyber, telephone, email, messenger, whatever, WhatsApp. So you might be having news coming to you about a job, or that you're going to get more business. Or you might be traveling for business. That is also means traveling. It will be something very swift. Perhaps you have to meet a deadline at work. So you'll get sudden news that you have to meet a deadline. So many hands make light work, I get to hear, because you have to work in groups then. So start delegating. In the second week, we have the tree. The tree means family tree, health, space. We feel safe in the family, and we have our roots, and that's where we feel at home, and that means security and safety. So family is very important in the second week, and it might also be your health. You know which it resonates to. Remember, this is a general reading, and perhaps it is you've got a feeling, I've got a stomach ache, so listen to your intuition. Go to the doctor and get your health checked out. Perhaps you're stressing about work because you haven't got your boundaries. So make your boundaries, like I said, in the first week, and then your health will remain positive. So listen to your intuition. The moon means that something is important, and the spotlight, because he illuminates, and he shows light on your path. That's why usually there is said, follow the light on your path, listen to your intuition. But the dark side of the moon is also that you might not know something. You might not know why all of a sudden you get this news and you have to reach a deadline. Perhaps the customer has threatened the owner of the business that you're working for, or you if you've got your own business and that's worrying you sick. So, take care, try to have a look at the dark side, get more information. If it is a client of yours, then just ask, why have you changed your mind? Why is there now a deadline? Because I've got a business and I've got other clients as well. So then you have to learn to prioritize and listen to your intuition, and to have faith that that everything will be all right. You've got the two pillars here, and to me that represents an 11. That means a porthole, a doorway to something better, to more information, for example, and swift information. Perhaps you might get to know this client, and something in your gut is saying this is not quite right. So be aware. Forewarned is forearmed. The client might be a Cancer person, because the moon does say Cancer, and it might be Scorpio or Pisces, because there's also a lot of water in the card. Not only that, but because of Cancer, that is a water sign, it could also be another water sign. Anyway, if you want to maintain the partnership, then ask through. I mean, that's the way we say it in Holland, but keep on asking so that something will come up and will be clarified, because that's the light side of the moon. That will make the bond of the business and the partnership stronger. This man could be very direct, and because you've got the King of Staves here, this is a ring, and the ring means proposals. So propose to a man an alternative time if you can't manage to meet the deadline. Trying to proposals, partnerships. It doesn't have to be marriage. It can also be in business or up into the next level of the partnership or relationship. It might be with a fire sign, and that could be Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo, and they are quite sharp, and they're and they can be like, I boom, stamp my feet and I want it now, but it's not convenient for your business, so you have to make a compromise, and that's what you do in a relationship as well. So this man wants action. This man knows what he wants. This man is creative, and he expects it from you to be creative. Some of us are more creative than others. Some of us are more nurturing, like Cancer, and are passionate in getting our work done correctly, because we love our work. But these two cards are passion. So, you can find a balance. That's in the third week. Perhaps you are taking action to make this partnership stronger, so you'll have more work in the future where you can employ people, more hands. Okay, so if you do succeed, you'll get recognition, illumination from that person that is a fire sign. In the fourth week, we have the Letter. So again, you get a business. It could be a new contract because you did so well. You met your deadline. Okay, and you can employ a couple or more people to get the next deadline done. But news, this is news. It could be contracts, also contract of partnership or marriage, because you've got the seal there, so it's official. But I get to hear, be careful. Forewarned is forearmed. Have a look at the small print in the contract, and you will have sown seeds with meeting this deadline, for example. But if it's not in the business sense, and it is in something else like love or hobby, if you know what you've sown, it will bear fruit. So what you've sown, you shall reap. So stay calm and collect. Don't get stressed out, so it costs your health. Work with advice and a lot of people to make that deadline make offers, make compromises, listen to your gut feeling, so you can come into action and please everybody, and you will receive good news at the end of the month, which will bring you in money continuously. So the theme card is ideas and inspiration. There you are. Like, if this man wants the deadline, then give him an idea and inspire him to believe in you, for example. Okay, so be creative in June and stay calm and be true to yourself, listen to your intuition, and everything will be all right. Now, I've got this little black book, and it's the book with all the answers. So just hold the question in your head, and I will open the book and I will translate it because it's in Dutch. It will be a pleasure. There you go. If you follow my advice in staying calm, listening to your intuition, and giving the other the idea that you're on it and that you're and give him an idea or an alternative, then he will feel inspired that you are taking action. So everything will be okay, and don't worry. I love you and thank you for being here again. If you're a faithful follower, and welcome to the new ones. Take care and God bless, and I hope to see you in the live sessions.